SKARR BLOODWRATH, demonic lord of khorne, is a mighty, near-immortal chaos champion of khorne. SKARR began killing in khorne's name from the moment he was strong enough to heft an axe, swiftly garnering a reputation of a bloodthirsty butcher of the worst kind. While still a mere whelp in the eyes of his fellow SKARR, he slew their tribe's chieftain in a brutal display of violence. Though this was far from the first skull that SKARR had claimed for khorne, it was the one that drew the vast and terrible eye of the blood god. Stood over the corpse of a rival twice his size, SKARR roared in agony as the rune of khorne branded itself upon his beating heart. Though the tribes of SKARR did not deign to challenge the weak peoples of the south, SKARR found no shortage of foes to battle in khorne's honor. The Chaos Waste rang to the sound of SKARR's war cries, and as the years passed, so his legend grew. He cut down Ungolor of the Tahmaks with insulting ease. He hacked the heads from the great spawn Whitlich before hurling the abomination from atop Bloodfire Falls. It was SKARR who fought for 20 years amid the demon-thick morass of the Blood Marches, and he who felled the Keeper of Secrets, Chithnis, below the Infinite Arch. Unstoppable though he was, none could fight with such raging abandon without eventually being slain. Yet death proved not to be the end for this champion of khorne. SKARR met his first death in the lair of the sorcerer Vidas the Lair. SKARR slew every one of the Tzeentchian mage's 999 worshippers, only to be sliced in half by Vidas's crystal blade. Yet khorne judged the blow a cowardly one, struck from behind a veil of sorcerous illusion. Thus, the blood god breathed fresh life into his champion that day. SKARR's mortal form burned away to nothing, only to be reborn from the pooled blood of Vidas's followers. He surged up from the bloody lake, huge demon axes on brass chains clutched in his white-knuckled fists. Hurling his new weapons across the shadow chamber, SKARR sunk both blades deep into Vidas's unnatural flesh. Dragged with horrible inevitability into SKARR's embrace, Vidas the Liar pleaded and squirmed. By way of response, SKARR tore his foe's throat out with his teeth. Glittering blood sprayed a wide arc before khorne's champion ripped one axe free and lopped the sorcerer's head from his shoulders. SKARR BLOODWRATH has died many times since that day, but always khorne has brought his champion back to life through the spilled blood of his foes. In return, SKARR reaps such a tally of skulls that none can keep count. He is one of khorne's most favored, savage to the point of madness, devoted to nothing but slaughter in the name of his merciless deity. In battle, his chain-linked demon axes whirl about him in a hurricane of blood and death. Those who follow him must keep pace with his murderlust, or else fall by the wayside, their skulls, in turn, offered up for the glory of khorne. One by one, they are all cut down. Eventually only the gore-soaked SKARR remains to gather new followers and lead them to war once more. Incessant resurrection has its price, however. With each bloody rebirth, SKARR has lost a little more of himself, his grasp upon reality slipping with each step upon the road to demonhood. These days, SKARR needs no sustenance save combat. He does not sleep, and the fire in his veins is such that he could never rest, even should he wish to. His fury is endless, his hunger for battle a constant clamor that drowns out all consideration of strategy or caution. So lost to khorne's rage has SKARR become, that none, save Archaon the Ever-Chosen, can command him. Even then, he only bends the knee at khorne's behest, his form trembling every moment with a barely suppressed need to kill. To Archaon, SKARR is nothing but a blunt instrument, a living weapon to be wielded unto destruction. SKARR, lost amid a red haze of bloodlust, could not care less. Khorne demands slaughter like never before, and SKARR BLOODWRATH will deliver it gladly. Next, a great hero of the Great War against Chaos, known as the Blooded One.